Good evening, everyone at rantfinance.com, and welcome to another edition of Dino's Tech Picks. Tonight is Sunday, May 20th, approximately 10:45 p.m. Eastern, and we're looking at the minis here, and guess what? The big head and shoulder pattern has finally met its target in a relatively quick fashion, I might add. I've been talking about this thing for a while. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline broke through, actually gapped down on this thing. Back tested a couple of times, confirmed, broke down in a nice steep down channel here. At the close on Friday, we hit what was the low again? 1289.75. I was questioning possibly that was it. Just because when you calculate these things, being off a half a point is not uncommon. But basically, we opened up today and had a nice gap down, hit a new low, and bottom of the Bollinger Band here, and we've kind of bounced a little bit. Actually hit 1287.25. So, for those of you kind of new to the technical pattern world, this is a classic head and shoulders pattern that played out perfectly. And when a lot of us here at rantfinance.com talk about targets, these are minimum targets. So this 1289.25 was a minimum target. That doesn't mean this bearishness is over and it's time to turn bullish, but the pattern has been met, target has been met, so we could make a turn bullish, or we could stay bearish. So a couple of things that are both bullish and bearish, or one of each actually. A bearish scenario here is, even though this pattern has played out, I'm going to go back to a weekly time frame here real quick. We talked about this last week. There's some trend resistance here that we're under currently. And I pointed this out last week because, and again, this is on a weekly view, because way back in April of 2010, a couple years ago, we tapped this line and we stayed down for a long time. We tapped it again, and we finally broke through. And when we broke through, we back tested this thing, and then we were, above this line for a while. And then last August we broke down below, and we stayed below, and we back tested, and we stayed below. And then on the Santa rally, we finally broke up and stayed above for a while. Well, last week we broke down below, and so far, it's only been a few hours into this week, but when you start looking at this thing, we came up and we back tested here, and this is on a 4-hour time frame. I'll kind of pan in a little bit closer. Back tested here, and first time was a rejection. I'm not getting too hung up on that, but I'm just kind of pointing it out that we are below that green line now. So bulls want to get up and over, but they got a lot of work cut out for them. You got to get up and over this line, and then we got this big down channel trend resistance, and then all these horizontal lines that we broke on the way down. That's all resistance on the way back up. So, but I just wanted to point that out. Futures are up right now. And I'm not surprised, because we finally broke through and satisfied this pattern, and then we got a bounce. But then we were quickly shot down here at the this green line trend resistance that goes back a couple of years. So, could we get a little bull flag flying here? Possibly, but, from a bullish perspective, I would like to pop up here quickly and consolidate above the green line, not below it. That would be more of a bullish pattern. So I'm going to make this short tonight and leave it at that. But as always, we'll keep an eye on it overnight, and I'll post an update in the morning, and hopefully that'll give us some direction for tomorrow's trading and this week, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.